Yes, yes, we are live. We are scrapbooking. I am Nay, and I am here with my mate Rosie, and it is scrapbooking with Nate and Rosie night, crafting ladies night. Join us. If you do join us, let us know where you are located. Tell us what state you are in. I am in Massachusetts. What state are you in, Miss Rosie Dash?
Sunny Cali, and it's hot here. Yes.
Well, I mean, it ain't that hard in Massachusetts, but I'm gonna act like it's hot with this tank top on. It's
No,
a
we
good,
hit
it's
114 today.
okay. All right.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think we hit that high, but but it's nice outside. But what we are doing tonight, is just on this Friday night is getting together and we are scrapbooking. So we are taking some of our memories and putting them into scrapbooks. And we thought, why not share that with you all? Give you guys some ideas. If you have some questions about scrapbooking, where do we get our crafting materials and supplies from? Put your questions in the chat below. Do give StreamYard access to your profile so we can know exactly who you are when you comment. If you comment and you didn't give StreamYard access, then we're not going to know it's you. StreamYard needs access to show your name. So what I'm going to do is show you guys my scrapbook again, just to give you an idea of why I'm even doing scrapbooking. Then Rosie's going to tell you a little bit about why she's scrapbooking. If you watch this on replay, hashtag replay. Let's get into it, ladies. Let's have a good time. If you saw my last live, I showed you guys my baby book, which is a scrapbook. Somebody made this for my mother, handmade this for her as a baby shower gift. So scrapbooks are a great authentic gift to give somebody for a baby shower gift or a birthday gift. You want to be creative. I think those are sentimental gifts stay with the person longer. This been with me for about to be 32 years. So I think it was a great gift. My mother obviously think it was a great gift, but she started this book. This is my baby picture. Yes, that is the beautiful Nay, baby Nay. I have some chinky eyes there, but that's me. And she, as in my mother, she had held on to some memories and put it in this book. And so I told myself, if I ever had a child, I wanted to do the same thing. Get a book and put together some of his or her memories. So I do have a son. His name is Logic, and I'm going to do that tonight. Is mimic some of the things that my mother did in my book. So here's some of the things that she did. She kept her ultrasound. She also kept the label that goes on to the baby crib. She kept some she kept some of my birthday cards from my first, second birthday, so it was real helpful. We got some brown in there. This is this was my second birthday, I believe. So we got my first birthday. No, there goes second birthday. Here go first birthday. So these are sentimental memories that I'm able to hold on to.
All right, but first you'll have to unlock your device.
See, sometimes these devices are tricky. You gotta be careful with these devices. It's talking on its own. But so she also saved some balloons. She saved some balloons. I had chronic asthma, so I was always in the hospital. She saved some happy birthday balloons as well. She saved wow, look at this one, y'all. This is one of those things to take your pulse. She saved that. I must have been in an emergency room or something. And then she saved like some necklaces and stuff. There's a lot of things in here. She saved some money and stuff. But like I said, I got inspired. So I was like, if I had a kid, I wanted to do that. And so now this is my time. I'm going to hold myself accountable to get it done. Rosie's helping me do that too. I had ordered this book, buying this scrapbook for my son months ago, and I told Rosie, oh, I'm gonna do it. I showed her the binder, my scrapbook as well, and she's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Do that for your son. But I still had never did it. I still never took the time to do it, but I'm going to do that now. So this is the scrapbook I have for him. I have pre-cut out some words that I want to put on there, and I'm going to try and attempt to iron it down. But that is my little synopsis of why I'm doing a scrapbooking, because I want to hold on to the memories and pass it down to my son. My son spent 43 days in the NICU, so I want to get these memories together. I have all these chronic illnesses. We're not going to be here forever. Life is short. So let's get these memories somewhere that they can be protected, and hopefully they can be passed down. Now I'm going to stop rambling and pass it on to you, Rosie. Tell them why you are scrapbooking tonight.
Okay, mine's gonna be short and sweet. I have a coworker. Well, actually, one of our board members. She's I want to say she's about. She has to be like in her 70s, and this is her first grandchild. So she had this cute little tiny little book that she brought in and to work, and she's like, "Oh, look at my granddaughter." I was like, "Oh, that's so cute." And then I was like, "Oh, bless her heart." I say she has this tiny little book, and she had these little pictures in. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna surprise her, and I'm gonna make her a scrapbook to keep all her memories in, especially since she's up there in age, and then it's her first grandchild. So I figured, you know what? Let me make her something that would definitely be able to hold all of her precious moments in and stuff like that, because the little book that she has is probably going to hold maybe like 10 pictures. So I went out and I got this book here that's just been sitting around. So this is what I'm attempting. And Nay, you just gave me an idea already. I don't even know if you know that, but when you just said iron on those letters, I'm like, okay, I didn't even think about that. So that is one of the things I'll probably be taking from you, is ironing on maybe the her granddaughter's name and putting something on here. See, I hadn't even thought about that. I guess you want to teach me how to cut out some vinyl letters, but that you gave me an idea. So that's probably what I'm gonna do for the front of this, because I really hadn't given it much thought. But I know if I do the vinyl letters, then I'll probably do the vinyl letters and then do some type of like flowers or floral something on the front of it to make it more girly. But that's it for me.
Yeah, so this will be my first time. I don't know if it's gonna work or not until I try it now. So don't judge me tonight and be like, "Oh, she's not a real crafter. What is happening?" Because I'm not sure. This is my first time. I'm going to try to iron on these letters, these words that I made from my Cricut device. So I feel like it could happen because of the material. What material is your binder?
It's cloth as well, so I think it probably would work. We probably have to put like some parchment paper on top of it and iron it down.
Oh yeah. So I thought about using the same paper that with a cover that I use for my shirts. Yes, I made this shirt too. But I thought because of the pressure, I'm just gonna try it with the napkin first to see if the napkin's thin enough to give it that heat right away, because I don't have the heat press that's gonna make it like stronger heat press. I don't know if that's making sense, whatever, but
Yeah, it does.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my camera down a little bit so people can see my scrapbook, Rosie. I'm not sure what you're gonna do, but let's get a little bit into it a little more. I want to play some music, but the way social media is right now, I don't want to risk our lives and people miss out on our creativity. So I'm not going
You
to.
have to be saying we do not several times. Keep saying we do not own the rights to this music.
Exactly.
And while we're getting started too, I just want to show everyone some of the stuff that I'm going to be using, because I'm trying to go with a theme, like, because I know we're on a time, we're time restricted. We're not going to be in here all night. But see, I have this piece of paper here. So this is actually cardstock paper here. However, I turned around and I'm going to use these themes here. So I'm kind of like going to use these themes here for my book. If you all can see this, I'm going with some of these things here. And all of these papers here that I'm showing right now, these are digital prints. So this is digital paper. So I actually just printed this design. It's called digital paper. So I printed this to use, because I'm going to end up like cutting these and making stuff with it. But this is kind of like the theme I'm going with for tonight's thing. And then I actually going to, and since these have bears on them, then I cut it out these little teddy bears here. And then I'm going to probably use some pearls, as well as Oh gosh, I have some bowls somewhere around here, but I have some bowls somewhere. I caught myself trying to have stuff in order. I have this cute little stuff here. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this, but I have this here. Probably won't use it, but I have it just in case. And I have some bowls somewhere that I'm gonna end up throwing on the teddy bear's head whenever I find it. Oh, right here. And I probably use some of this beading here.
Okay.
These
So
little bowls. I don't know if you
it's
can see.
like some pearls. Oh, those are bowls. Okay.
Yeah, those bowls. So this is kind of, and like I said, the cardstock paper I got from Michael's, and then this here, these papers here is just digital paper. You can print this off on your printer. Just get you some cardstock paper, plain white cardstock paper, and then just print on that. So you don't have to really go out and spend money if you don't want to. You can, if you already got stuff at home, just find a design that you like and print it on there. And then I'll be just using my scissors and probably like my little cutting thing here and glue and more glue.
Okay. So I don't have all those materials that Rosie have. Like I said, I started off with these designs that I have made from my Cricut. So I'll just show y'all what it's gonna say. I have life with logic. My son's name is Logic. Logic means reasoning. So life with reasoning, life with logic. That's what this book is going to be. He was born on August 11, 2020. So I have established August 11, 2020. I made all of this from the Cricut software, and then I cut it with the Cricut machine. And now I'm going to attempt to iron it on in front of you guys here. And then I have 43 days in the NICU because my son was born premature, and he spent 40 days in the neonatal intensive care unit. And so that's what I'm working on first. And then later I'll work on adding in some postcards that we got. I personally made these and cut them out for his birthday party. I had guests write him words of wisdom, and I want him to have that. So if people didn't bring cards, they were able to give him a little message. Even if they did bring cards, they still was able to give him a little message. It was the theme of his party, which was super wings. And then I put his little custom Logic's land in there. So these are postcards he'll be able to go back to as an adult and see, wow, this person was at my second birthday. Before we get started, again, I would like to welcome in Miss Wanda here. Miss Wanda is joining us. Welcome. So why don't you give them a little introduction on where you're located and what you will be working on tonight with us?
So I'm Northern Virginia, Woodbridge, which is outside of DC. And I'm going to be working on one of these. I think I'm going to be working on some pictures from when I was at a women's retreat up in Pennsylvania with the organization called PWOC. That's a military organization. It's usually the Wives of the Enlisted, stands for Protestant Women of the Chapel. And I have some photos from that I'm going to be doing.
Okay, look at that. So you and Rosie have something in common here. You
Oh
said that,
yeah, oh see, I missed all of that.
well, you said the military, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, no, I'm saying, hey, I'm on. Oh, sorry. I,
Oh,
Huh?
she's trying. She was logged in twice, so she's trying to take one of the videos off. But um, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to try to attempt to do that iron on. If you're watching again, let us know that you are watching. Say hi. Tell us where you're located. Tell us what do you like to craft or what you would like to learn about crafting. Tonight is a scrapbooking crafting night. It's a crafty ladies night. So I'm going to try to iron this on. Again, let me just show ya. Look at that. So this is the life word. And I'm going to iron it on. Do not try this at home. No, not yet. I don't know how this is gonna work with this paper towel. So we shall see. I have my iron here. My iron has been heating up for a while, so it should be hot. But it turns off, so it might not be that hot. It turns off. Yeah, it gotta heat up again. So typically when I do shirts, I don't use an iron, I use a heat press. But I'm not gonna put this scrapbook in the heat press and then it damage the heat press because the heat press has so much pressure and heat to it. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep going over it. Let me just let it sit there for a little bit actually.
And while Nay's doing that, this is going to be my base. This paper here is going to be my base. So I'm going to design everything around this paper here. So this is my base. And I think you all can see this with my camera. Can you see that, Nay?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
So what made you get into scrapbooking, Rosie, where you wanted to sell the books? I know you talked a little bit about your coworker having a grandchild and you wanted them to be able to collect those memories, but tell me more about you wanting to make it more of your business.
Well, I don't want to make the scrapbook in my business. I just want to do the like the chip bags and the custom designs. Yeah, that'll be part of my business. The scrapbooking, this will definitely not be part of my business. If I was doing the only thing that I would incorporate in scrapbooking is if people wanted like one page, but as far as me doing a whole book, no, I wouldn't even take on that challenge because it's too time consuming. I do them more so like for a gift, but as far as me trying to do this as no, no,
Well, you could definitely sell a couple of pages
Because I
because
used to sell pages. I used to a long time ago. I used to design pages, and so I would sell the pages. So I would do that. But as far as me doing a whole book, no, that's too much work.
okay.
So I want to use this paper here. So I'm gonna cut this diagonal across here, and then figure out what I'm gonna do with it. So I kind of like a lot of times I don't know what I'm doing, and until I just start cutting it and piecing stuff together. And I'm going to use this cutter here to cut this.
So I need to turn my steam off. You don't want the steam on because then it's gonna make the vinyl moist. So don't do that either. Again, do not try this at home yet. Let me try it first, and then if it works, then you can take this advice. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using my home iron to see if I can iron on some words that I printed out with my Cricut onto my scrapbook. This is my first time doing this on a scrapbook. I usually use a heat press when I iron on my vinyl on my shirts, like I made this shirt. And I didn't think it was a great idea to use my heat press and press down on this book because it would damage the whole book. A heat press has so much power and heat to it that it would damage the whole book. So I'm just using the iron here. And then I'm using a paper towel because I want it to be thin, and hopefully this being thin will get to the heat will get into the vinyl. So now I'm seeing that it's still taking a long time. So I'm gonna be even more of a risk taker, and I'm just gonna iron onto the plastic. This is plastic right here. I need to get that vinyl off of the plastic. So I'm taking the risk and I'm just ironing on top of the vinyl.
Take that risk. Take that risk.
Plastic. If you're watching, let us know. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're located. And if you have any questions about crafting, tell us. What are your questions about crafting? Or if you like to craft, what do you like to craft?
Okay, and I don't know if you all can see this. With one thing with this digital paper is it always leaves like a little border right here. So like this little white line here, I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna trim that off on that white line as well as the white line on the side because I don't want that.
Miss Wanda is back with us. How you doing?
Welcome
Yeah, so
back.
it's crazy. I never left because on the computer I could see y'all, but it didn't show me at all. So I was watching and hearing everything y'all was saying.
Oh,
Um, but I don't know what's going on. So I got you back on the phone now. So I had a question, Nas. So um, because I have vinyl too, but I never stopped to learn how to do the vinyl part. So that what you're doing it on a scrapbook album.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
correct?
Yep. So this is the scrapbook. This is the scrapbook, and
Hmm.
um, I still have the vinyl on there. So at first I was putting the paper towel there just so I wouldn't burn the vinyl. But I think that
Hmm.
because of the material, like I said, because I'm using this iron instead of a heat press, it's taking a longer time for it to burn and stick to the scrapbook. So now I'm taking a risk
Okay.
and I'm just putting the iron right on top of the plastic so it can peel off onto, see how it's coming off? It's peeling off
Mhm.
right there. It's sticking, but it's not all the way done yet. So I'm gonna do a few more times. And I have scleroderma, so I don't have the strength like a heat press. So that's why it's gonna take me a little longer. But with the heat press, it's just real strong and it really gives you that pressure to get the vinyl off of the plastic.
Oh, okay. And I heard Rosie saying about not like doing the scrapbook albums for other people or as a business.
yes.
And so yeah, so Rosie, that is something that people keep trying to convince me to do as a business. And I've been like you, I've been like, nah. I mean, because I'm really passionate about scrapbooking. I love it. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
people who
work.
actually yeah, people who ask me to do albums, they don't understand the work, the time, everything
Yes,
that's put into it. And
absolutely.
so I'm like, But however, two people I did do an album for, but neither knew I was doing it. So it was a
Right.
surprise, you know. And
And that's what I'm
so
doing now, a surprise for someone. She doesn't know that I'm doing this, so it's a surprise.
mhm,
I'll do a surprise occasionally here and there, but as far as like me being dedicated and having
right.
like, okay, I have to get this book done. And I'm like, and it's what, like 10 pages in this book. So 10 pages in front and back, that's 20 pages, and this
There's
is
20
time
pages
consuming.
here.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. So like only one friend has said to me, because everybody else was like, no, you need to do it, you need to do it. But for me it's personal as well. Like if I'm doing it at first I was saying if I'm doing it as a business, I really don't know people or their story. Like for those I've done it for, like I know them well. So I
Hmm.
know, how I want to do the book. And so one friend was like, yeah, I totally understand. She was like, don't do it as a business because you will lose your passion for it.
I was about
But
to say
whereas,
that. Hmm.
yeah, but whereas there are others who would say no, because you're passionate about it, I think you should do it as a business.
I
You know.
think if you do it like general books where it's not customized, it'll be okay.
Mhm.
But it gets
Right.
tricky when people start wanting stuff personalized because that's how it was with me
Hmm.
making shirts. Making shirts is therapeutic for me. It's fun. It's a hobby. I love to do it. But once I tried to make it a business where people started making orders and they started being real particular, it became stressful for me because I wanted to make sure
Hmm.
that I was doing it the best that I can. And people can
Right.
be so ungrateful and so rude, especially when it's a
Yes.
small business. It's like, you're not calling Nike and emailing Nike and telling them that the shirt didn't come out right. Like it was just the service just wasn't right. I mean, the service back, the reciprocation back wasn't what I expected it to be, and it was affecting me. So I had slowed down with that and I wasn't taking orders that much because I have all these illnesses and stuff and I'm stressing myself out because I'm like the order's not coming out the way that people want it to. And now I'm not even enjoying it, but it should be something that you enjoy. So definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hmm.
You have to enjoy it. And if I'm like, and I don't like Wanda was saying, I don't want to take the fun out of it because like with me doing it now, it doesn't seem like work. And I don't want to be pressured and like, okay, I have this deadline to meet with these pages and stuff like that. And then yeah, some people they don't even want to pay for your work either. Like, okay, this is
Right.
time consuming.
Hmm.
And I was like,
Hmm.
Mhm.
when you put that price tag on it. Like if you tell them, oh, I want $75 or $100 for this book, they're like, what? I'm like, yes, my time and the material that goes into this. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it sure is. Thank you all
Absolutely.
for
Yes.
joining in. Thank you for watching. Hi, Arkisha. Hi, Dion over in Cleveland. How you doing? Thank you guys for watching. Arkisha's over in California. Tell us, what do you guys like to craft? Do you guys craft scrapbooks? Do you make shirts? Are you guys crafty ladies too? How long you been scrapbooking, Wanda?
I started in the 80s in college, but at that time I didn't know I was scrapbooking. When I moved to this area, one of the libraries will always have signs up about scrapbooking. And I was like, what is scrapbooking? I kept seeing these signs, but I never looked into it. And when I moved on Fort Belvoir, I started seeing signs as well. So I said, okay, there's that word again. I'm going to go. And it said, like, bring 2 pictures, we'll supply all the materials. And when I went and saw what it was, I said, oh, I've been doing this since the 80s, but I didn't know it had a name. I just thought I was decorating my album, you know.
Mhm.
So that's why I say, back to the 80s in my college days is when I started.
Wow. So you have a lot of books then.
I do. I do.
That's awesome. You could pass them down. Pass them down.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they consider me the scrapbook queen at work. I had posted that one picture that I had did for my coworker that retired, and so we had bought.
Hmm.
Well, one of our coworkers had purchased the book, and she's like, "Well, we already know who's going to decorate the cover," and of course, it was me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just
Wanda
last
said,
weekend
"Do
I
you
was
know
just
people?"
away on
No, sorry, Wanda, go ahead.
I said last weekend I was on a scrapbooking weekend camping trip, and that was really cool.
Wow. There was a whole weekend for scrapbooking.
Yeah, and like in last November we went on a scrapbooking retreat, so we were gone for a week, and
What?
that was really really nice.
How'd it
Hmm.
go? Like, tell me about it. Did y'all scrapbook every day, or did you guys do other activities?
I did. I I scrapbooked from sun up to sundown. Matter of fact, one lady and I, we were the last two to go to bed every night. We would go on to bed like between 3 and 4, and then we were right back up at like 8 or 9 scrapbooking again. Some of the ladies was doing different things. Like one was she do some scrapbooking, then she do some card making. Another, her craft was she take old stuff and redo them. Like she took a old, like say jewelry box and made it into something really great, or like old pieces of furniture and upholster them. Like so, people was doing different crafts, but for the most part, everybody was scrapbooking.
Nice. Was it a
And
big,
so,
a large crowd of women?
was it a what?
Was it a large crowd of women there?
No, that particular one was just 10 people because it was at a resort. But there's one I go to twice a year here, which I love because it's a 1 day event. It's from 9 in the morning to 8 at night. And you have your own 6 feet table and you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's only $35. And you're winning
Really?
prizes all yeah, you're winning prizes all throughout the day from different raffles, but you're not even paying for the raffles. You get entered into raffles for this and for that, or because you looked at this vendor's stuff on her table. So you're constantly winning gifts throughout the day as well. So that's really, really sweet.
Wow.
And just in case anybody's
Mhm.
wondering what I'm using here, I know you probably all see me like doing all of this. So this is if you're into scrapbooking, this is these good things. I don't know if you all can see these grooves in here, but they have like grooves up in it. So this is good for scoring your paper, and it makes it easier when you want to like fold a paper. Like if I was making a card, like I just scored this. I don't know if you all can see it. Oh, you probably can see it now. And like if I want to fold this, but I'm actually cut this, so I scored it to where I wanted it. And then it comes with this little score here. And then you also have like this little gadget here that you can like cut on angles and score on angles. So this is something good to have here as well. Wanda, are you designing anything tonight?
No, right now I'm sitting down. I'm watching y'all. I'm watching Nays with the vinyl thing, and I was watching what you were doing.
Okay, so
Okay.
it seemed like it's working. Um, I feel like I still need to put something over it though to protect it more. So I'm gonna have to research if there's something that I can put over the vinyl to make it stick onto the binder a little more. But so far it is sticking. So if I peel back that plastic, you see it's sticking on there. But I'm just gonna keep doing a little more heat just to make sure it sticks.
Okay. So earlier what you had said, the parts that I had caught. So you made those letters on your Cricut, and then
Yes,
you
ma'am.
place them on a book, and you put the vinyl on top. And so once that sticks the way you want it to, will the vinyl still be on? Will you keep the vinyl on it as well, or you will pull the vinyl off and the letters will stick without the vinyl?
Well, the letters is the vinyl.
Okay, okay.
So I'm
So
just
what
pulling.
was that clear thing I just saw you lift up?
That's the plastic to take it off the vinyl. The vinyl is connected to that plastic.
Oh, okay,
That's the same
okay.
way. That's the same way for the shirt. So when you make a shirt, it has this
Mhm.
plastic. It's on the plastic, and you heat press it. I'll put the shirt on a heat press, and then once the heat press is finished, I give it probably like 30, 40 seconds of heat. The heat's at about 360 degrees, and then I pull it off, and now it's stuck onto the shirt.
Okay. All
That's what
right.
I'm doing. That's what I'm doing on the book. I'm heat
Mhm.
pressing down on it, and then I'm hoping that it sticks to this fabric book. So
And so, if just in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing, so this is kind of like I'm making. Let me just put this up a little bit. So I'm gonna have this like this. Let me just hold it up. Make this like this, and then I'm gonna. My plan is to put some of this paper. I love mixing patterns because I think mixing patterns makes it really cute. So this is gonna go across
Yeah.
the top of it here. So, and if
Mhm.
we don't get finished with this tonight, I will be posting this page and I'm finished. But I love mixing patterns. I think mixing patterns is just so cute. So I'm trying to
Mhm.
make a little border to go across the top of here, and then once I
Mhm.
put that border on the top. I have some more bear somewhere, but I have another bear. But anyway, that border and then this little bear is gonna go sit right on the top of here like that.
Oh, that's cute. Mhm. And so, are you actually scrapping a page right now? Like, are you scrapbooking,
Yeah, I'm actually
Rosie?
scrapping a page right now. Yeah, this is because
Okay.
this is gonna be my background. This solid pink is my background, and so I'm working
Okay.
off. And I based this design off of this paper here. And Wanda, I don't know if you were on earlier when I was telling everyone like this paper here. This actually I didn't buy this paper here. This is digital paper. So I just found some prints, some digital paper that I like, and then I just got some cardstock and printed that paper. So I did these, and then I did this one and this one, and
Okay.
quite a few more. So you don't really have to go out and buy stuff if you don't have to. You
Yeah.
can just find
Mhm.
paper that you like and then just print it out. It's a little more work, but it saves you money.
Yeah. But like so your printer takes 12 by 12 paper?
Actually, no, my printer doesn't take 12 by 12. I printed these on just regular 8 by 10, whatever it is. And so that's
Oh,
the
okay.
only thing is because I didn't want this as my solid piece. So I was fine with this. And if I wanted to print it, I could have like took it to like a download it and took it to like a Staples or Kinko or something like that and print it on 12 by 12.
Mhm.
But I just wanted this as to make like different little borders and inserts and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
I want that Echo Tank. I don't know if you ladies heard about the Echo Tank, but that's what I want. I want me an Echo Tank printer. That is what I really want, an Echo Tank printer. That's my
No,
ultimate goal.
I've never heard of that. Mm-mm.
The Echo Tank printer, it doesn't take ink cartridges, and so it just you put the ink in there, and they say you can print up to 7,500 copies before you have to put more ink in there.
What's that, like $7,000?
No, the one I want, the actual one that I want the one that can print like how Wanda was just asking me to do. My printer print like 12 by 12. This one prints like all the way up to like, it was an astronomical size. Like you can print banners with this one here. So that's the one I want. And that one there was like $800 some. And I tried to get my kids to buy it for me last year for Christmas, along with the Cricut. And I didn't get that. I got the Cricut, but I didn't get the printer along with it. So maybe this year I can get the printer.
So this is how it's coming out so far. I was able to get the Life with Logic is on there now. So now I'm gonna put the established August 11th and then the 43 days.
Oh, that's coming out pretty good, Miss Nay.
Thank you. It do seem like it's working, but like I said, I think I do want to still find something else. The blue one came out really good. You can't even tell the blue one is vinyl. It looked like it was written on there. So I think the type of it might be the type of vinyl. Like maybe I bought the blue one from a different company than the white one. The white one seemed like it's a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
But I always use sister weed. Tip from Nay. I use sister weed.
And what's sister weed?
That's a type
For
of
those that don't know.
Right. I'm giving you my free tips tonight. If you're watching, thank you for watching in tonight. So I use sister weed, which is a type of vinyl. That vinyl is thinner and it is better quality in my opinion. So when I go shopping around, I try to make sure it's the sister weed type of vinyl.
And it's not that Dollar Tree vinyl that I was telling you I was gonna practice
No,
with.
ma'am. I never tried no Dollar Tree. Now I like Dollar Tree, don't get me wrong, but I ain't never tried no Dollar Tree vinyl. I don't even really like to use the Cricut vinyl. Cricut vinyl is good, but to me the price is not. I may as well go somewhere else so I get more for the cost. Mm-hmm. So it's very rare that I use Cricut vinyl, but no Dollar Tree. I mean, you let me know. You let me know how it works for you, Rosie, because
I never bought it because you took me. You talked me out of purchasing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like that. Like
I was just gonna use it for practice purpose.
Well, that's what I said. Like, try it out and see how it works. You're not selling anything, or so just practice with it.
And ladies, I don't know if you can see this, and I like this this scoring thing because it has a ruler on here already. So like when you're trying to like measure stuff, I love that too. So that way I can like measure things.
Do you have a Cricut, Wanda, or what's that other one?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have a Cricut, and when I was at that retreat I told you about, there was somebody there who was going to teach me how to use it, and so when she was teaching me, everything she was showing me, I didn't tell her though, but everything she was showing me, I already knew. I didn't know that I knew until she was showing me because I'm visual, well, I'm audio as well, but like I have a friend who had a Cricut, and sometimes when I would ask her to make me things, while she's making it, I'm sitting there watching. So I didn't realize I had already learned how to use the Cricut until I was having this lady at this retreat trying to show me. Um, so I made a whole bunch of stuff while I was there, and I was so thrilled and happy. And now you can't tell me nothing.
I was the same way with making shirts.
Yeah, because before, and it's crazy because I actually learned of the Cricut through a man because my talent is not cutting. My cutting is like the worst. And so his wife, I used to get her to cut things out for me. And she just told me it was relaxing for her. So then it got to the point that she was like, if you ever have stuff you want me to cut out, you don't see me, you could send it to me by my husband. I said, for real, you mean that? She said, yeah. So I was sending her stuff to cut out, and then she would send it back to me. And one day her husband said to me, he said, you need a cricket. And I was like, a what? He was like, a cricket. But I had no idea what he was talking about. And then I started hearing other crafters talking about the cricket. So I found out like what they cost and like what's a good deal. And so me, I'm a patient gal. So even though I have been wanting one, I kept going to the stores and watching the prices. And then when I finally got mine, I got mine for like a really good deal. So now I'll be using that cricket. Say
I hear that.
And
So I
speaking of
have
cutting,
to.
Wanda, speaking
it
of
again.
cutting, now I wouldn't. Now
Mhm.
when they was talking about like selling stuff, now that's something that I wouldn't mind doing. Is like doing cutting, like the die cuts, because the die cuts are
Yes.
so much
Mhm.
simpler. And when you're talking about cutting, I was like, there you go, right there. And see, look, ladies, this is coming together. So this is kind of how it's gonna. I'm starting to get it together. So
Mhm. Nice. Mhm.
So
I'm gonna add some glue.
um,
I'm just gonna glue this because this is definitely a page that I'm gonna use.
so I would say that the iron worked well without the paper towel with the bigger letters, but I think I just burnt the letters with the smaller one. I'm gonna have to reprint his 3.
Um,
I just burnt it a little bit
Oh,
too much. I left the
that's
heat on there a
okay.
little too
Look,
much. That's the 3. Y'all probably can't even see the
yes,
imperfection.
I can see it.
Oh wow, dang! Like
mhm.
if I didn't want you to see it, Rosie, like I see you have messed up now.
Oh,
I
I'm
see
sorry.
it.
I thought you were asking us if
No,
we can
no,
see
I'm
it.
saying like how it's messed up. Like, could you see how the 3 is messed up? So it's like
Oh
The
no, I
three.
can't.
it's burned.
No, it doesn't look messed up.
No, it doesn't look bad. See, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Mm-mm. No, it really doesn't. It doesn't look messed up.
It looked burned on my end. Like if you see it close up, it's kind of burnt, but whatever. And it looked like it's
No, we can't see that. See, I thought you were talking about can we see the letters? That's what I thought you were
and,
asking.
and then it looked like the binder's changing colors a little bit right here. So I probably should have kept that paper towel. There's probably too much heat. You can't see that either,
Oh,
huh?
but see, you have to point that out. We can't see that unless you tell us.
Right, right. See, but this is how we be as crafters. We see the imperfections that nobody else sees.
Correct.
Or
Hmm.
maybe it's because we on video too. Maybe because we on video too. But um, yeah, it's a little red. I'm gonna try to use the paper towel now.
And ladies, I like using this double-sided tape versus the glue because the glue, when you use the glue, since it's water-based, unless I just purchased this other glue that's not water-based, and so this glue is water-based, so it makes your paper wrinkle. So that's one of the disadvantages of using glue, unless you use a non-water-based glue. So for me to glue my stuff down, I'm going to actually use this double-sided tape gun.
So Arkisha says she did it. She did a scrapbooking before for her husband for Christmas. She used all his pictures, and she would take wood items and paint them. She used wacky tacky glue.
Oh yeah, that's a good glue. Ask Kaya, does she want something?
She there?
Mm-hmm. Kaya. Kaya. See how my kids ignore me? And now then if she doesn't get something to eat, then she gonna say, you didn't give me nothing to eat. And I'm like, well, I called your name.
I mean, that was kind of low. Isn't she upstairs and you downstairs?
I know, right?
You was like, Kaya. Like, you need to be a little loud. Like, my mom's like, Shanae! If I'm on the 3rd floor, she's on the 1st floor. Like, Shanae! I'm like,
That's it. I'm all soft spoken with it.
Oh, okay. That was Kenyanda. So Kenyanda said she ordered her book, but it never came. Oh, she never went to the store to get the rest of the stuff.
Oh, come on, Kenyanda.
So we will be doing
We'll
this
be doing this
again.
again. So look, don't worry.
I had to go to the Facebook to see who was commenting because StreamYard didn't tell me.
I was wondering where you were seeing these comments at because I was like, I don't see nothing.
Oh, yeah? You don't see them on your side?
No, not on my side. I don't see the comments.
Maybe because you're not the host. I am.
But they should let everybody see the comments so we can all comment.
Do you have, if you look up on the right side of your video, do it say comments?
Yeah, say private chat and comments, and there's no comments in my box.
Then you gotta click on the comments though. You probably had to click on that to see the comments.
Oh, duh.
There you go. So see how we learning stuff as we go? We are learning.
Yes, Kenyanda, we will be running this back because we want to get you on here too. Look, I know you got a whole bunch of pictures that you want to put your baby girl.
I can't be talking and doing it. See, I messed up. I forgot to put the word days. It say 43 days. It say 43 in the. And I ironed it on already. The day, the word day. See, talking. Dang. What am I gonna do now?
Look, find something. Look, put a picture or something right there, and then look, and then redo it on another side. That's what I would do if you make those imperfections. Like me, I'm trying to get this little glue off of here, and I'm like, okay, nobody's really going to see that glue, but I'm trying to get it off.
What I'm going to do is just put it on top of this 3 that I think is not right anyway, since I thought the 3 was. So I'm gonna put it right there. Like, if I put it right here like this. Hold on.
Oh, there you go. See?
43 days. Did that look all right?
Mm-hmm. Is anybody else commenting? Because I don't see.
Oh, Kiana said she don't have the patience for this.
Kiana, girl, yes you do. Look, you can do one page at a time. Look, one page at a time. Look, and that's why when they was just asking me, would I do this for selling this? I'm like, no, I'll do it as a surprise gift here and there. I don't even do this often as a surprise gift either. I'm like, cause this is too time consuming. So no.
I made a scrapbook for my coworker friend and my brother, and it was fun. I think it depends on how you do it. So I just decorated
detailed.
Yeah, see, I just decorated the front of the book like this, and I gave it to them. I put their kid's name on it, and I gave them the book. So then they was able to fill these sheets on their own, these pages. See, you're doing it where you're filling the sheets, making the sheets creative. So there's different ways of doing the scrapbooking to provide to others.
And you know what? I forgot my glue gun. I need my glue gun because I wanted to put and I think that's what take me so long because I want to I'd go be so detailed with this stuff. See, I want to put the little pearls. So anybody is people still on? So tell me, ladies, which one? And look, I'm gonna get some ideas. So I'm gonna either go with this one. I don't know if you all can see this. So I'm either gonna go with this across as a border. Or I may go with this one here as a border. And I think I like this one better. So tell me which one's, lady, pink or white?
Let me see the other one again.
So, we're going to go with this one. Or we're going to go with some pearls here. I don't know now.
I like the first one. I mean,
Yeah, I like the
the
first one because
first
this
one
one's kind of
was
too. I would have to double this, and then that's gonna be like work. Did anybody else comment anything? So I think I'm gonna go with this one. What do you ladies think?
What do you think, Wanda?
Oh, Wanda's back on. So Wanda.
Yeah. I never left. I was still talking, but y'all didn't hear me. I was saying that I was saying
I was into my book and I looked
I
down and said,
actually like it like that.
With this one here.
Yeah, that one
I
looks
like it
I
with
think I'm gonna
both.
go with this.
Yeah, I like it like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one then. Okay, and then where's the other little bear at? I have another bear. It's not this bear. I don't want this bear. Where's my other bear? Oh, I don't think I cut the bear out. Hold on, ladies. Nay, did you fix your mistake?
I think so. I'm about to show you when I finish the NICU part. It's a little crooked to me, but what? I just can't help myself, y'all. I have to be so precise with stuff. Ooh, that's hot.
I
Why did I do that?
Oh,
understand.
okay, here we go. Let me cut this
I'm
bear
very
out.
detailed.
Yeah, I definitely burned the book a little bit. So don't be like me and not use the protection. Y'all probably can't see it, but it's red on this side. It done burnt a little bit, but that's how it ended up coming out.
Okay.
Because I originally was just gonna put 43 and then days and then NICU, but I have forgot the word days, so I just put it on top of the 3 since I thought the 3 was messed up too.
Mm-hmm.
See, Nay, didn't I tell you use some parchment paper?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, I should have at least kept using the paper towel, but
Yes.
I just felt like it wasn't the heat. It was too much fabric in between. That's why I wanted it to burn off the plastic faster.
See, you were trying to rush the process.
Yep, can't rush the process.
No, we can't rush the process.
As I still do it without any protection.
Okay, ladies. So I'm almost have this cut out. Okay. So I had to find my glue gun that I left upstairs. So I'm thinking we're gonna have this, and then I'm gonna put this little bear on the top up here, and I'm gonna put a
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me just do it now.
Make sure I'm paying attention on this side. Okay, August is here.
And who is this page for?
This is for you wasn't on. I have a coworker. She's in her 70s, and this is her first grandchild. So I wanted to, and she had a little scrapbook. And well, it wasn't even a scrapbook. It was like a mini little picture album, and you probably can only fit like maybe 10 little pages up in there. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna surprise her with this, since this is her first grandchild and she's 70 something years old. And I know she's gonna try to capture every moment. And so I'm just gonna
She's
take
gonna
this.
be so thrilled.
I'm gonna take this little bow here, and I'm gonna put it on top of this bear's head, like right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
So here we have it right here, ladies. And then that's gonna go on top of here like that. And so then this will be on top of here, and then she will be able to just put a picture right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm hot glue this right up under here. So I think that's what takes mine so long. And I was like, no, because I'm very detailed with these pages.
Yeah, that's what I had said earlier. I'm detailed, so I'm picky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta be perfect.
All right. I didn't listen, so I definitely burned the August. The word August is burnt.
Let me see.
Oh. I just peeled the plastic off, and so I have to reprint that word. I messed that one up. So I gotta go back to that. But this is how it's coming out so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you done made me afraid. Now look, I have never cut out vinyl, so I don't even know if I want to attempt it or do I want to send you some pocket change and like here, just print me some letters.
Yeah, I gotta go print this out again. I gotta reprint the August word.
So I know we probably won't be able to finish this on live, but what I
Right.
will, ladies, once we do get off, I will be posting my finished page. So just know that it all started with this pink piece of paper here. So I want everybody to take a mental note of this pink paper and wait to see what this pink paper turns into. And you all have been
Okay.
following me, and so far I have some of it already. So we will see how this turns out. And when do I have to
All
post this
right.
by?
You got a week.
A
So
week?
by next Friday, you should have finished that part at least.
I'll have this one
Okay.
page done.
She said that one page. Dang, it take that long for one page?
when you're when you're detailed, because this is a whole page. So this here, I have to still put more on here. See, this is a whole page. So I have to put something in this empty spot here too, in which I'm thinking I'm gonna do. So this is, since I have this bear right here, then I'm thinking I might end up adding this paper over here to kind of like finish going with the bear theme. So I would have
Mm-hmm.
this
I like
some,
that idea.
yeah, to finish that, to tie everything in together. I don't know if y'all can see that. So I'll probably be using this paper to tie it all in together when I'm finished. And then I do have some more little bears. And so more than likely, I'll probably have this paper here. Let me just put that right here. And then somewhere down at the bottom, I have this little bear here that's sitting down on there.
Mm-hmm.
And there I see you lining up stuff over there. Look.
Well, I'm just gonna move on from the cover right now to see if I could. I had these pictures I had printed out last year, my son, and I never used them. So I'm going to. These were his month pictures. Every month I took a picture of him and his onesie I made him.
Now, Miss Wanda, will you be posting a finished page since you hopped on tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I sure will. Mm-hmm.
Kenyanda, are you still watching? Look, maybe I need to hop on live so I can see the Facebook, because I can't see none of the comments.
So
Okay, Kenyanda, I still see that you're still watching. Talk about you don't have the patience for this. Kenyanda, I expect to see a page from you too. I don't care. Look.
What? She said she don't have the patience for this.
Yes, Kenyanda, you don't have to be this detailed at all. So, Kenyanda, please
Yes.
post a page.
Yes, it's your vision. It's how you see it. It doesn't
You
have to
gotta
be
have like
like
this little
everyone
glitzy stuff
else.
too. Right, exactly. Look,
That's the
everybody.
beauty.
Right.
Yes, that's the beauty of scrapbooking. You don't have to be a pro. It's your page.
And Kenyanda, like if you even said like, I know your little girl likes unicorns, so you can go with like a lot of the rainbow colors and stuff and just make some different rainbow pages. Since your baby girl likes unicorns, you can either do rainbow, or did you have me do rainbows? I think you said rainbows, or you can do with pastel colors if that's what your baby girl is into. And also if you wanted to go, I don't know what type of page you bought. Like I had this book here, and see, I had started some pages, and this one here is like, I started this one. I don't know what I was going to do with it, but I had started this one, and this was just a start. And see how simple this is. Now, some people would just stop right here. So how Ms.
But
Wanda was saying,
pretty.
like keeping it simple. Only thing I did was just added this on here, and I cut two different things and put it right here. Then that was it. I just cut two. This is just two different cardstock papers, and that was it for that. And then I did another one. Hold on, somewhere up in here. Oh, and then I did this one here, and this is simple as well.
That's really
Like, so they
nice.
don't have to be detailed. Then this is once again, this is simple. It's not that detailed at all. So you can do simple.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then you kind of just like look at the colors and just like take stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like this one here, like if you did this page and stuff, I wouldn't, this page is already busy. So I would just put solid colors with this paper here because it's so busy. And then I was thinking about doing something like that. I had just printed this out. I was like, I don't know what I was gonna do with this, but I was thinking about like life inside, and then something like for the ultrasound, like where like I was gonna maybe I'll type these letters and print them out on my Cricut, life inside, and then she could put like the mom can put her ultrasound picture here.
Yep, because I did a page like that, and with my second son's birth, and that's a good idea. Because that's what I did.
Yeah, so this was just stuck here and just to give me a reminder because sometimes I'll have ideas and then I totally forget what I was thinking about. So I think I will make one page that says life inside and then she'll have ultrasound. And I had did one for this other lady, and I think what I'll do is find a silhouette of a pregnant woman and then put that silhouette on a page and then put these letters on here, life inside. But now that I have my new Cricut, I was like, I can print out me some letters instead. And then I'm gonna do a safari theme one too. And this is some more digital paper. So I want to do one like a safari theme paper as well. So and then like do like some little animals and stuff. There's just so much stuff that you can do. Where did Miss Nay go? She didn't burnt up her paper and then left. And with this bear here, I don't want it to lay flat. And another thing, ladies, too, I don't have all the right material here, but I'm gonna use, and I just got this at the dollar store. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but I got this at the dollar store, and I'm gonna use the thicker one.
I wanted to cut out another August talking about I burnt up my paper and left. I heard you. So what I'm gonna do is, so some of the August word, can y'all see that it's burnt? I mean, it's ironed on it already. So I cut out another August word, and I'm just gonna put it on top of that August word.
Oh, so you're showing us how to fix our mistakes.
Exactly. Nobody would never know.
Nobody's going to know. They're not going to know.
How would they know? So that's what you do. I had peeled off as much as I wanted to. Like I didn't want to spend too much time peeling it off because I know I was going to go cut out another one, just put it on top of it. And it's just going to all melt together.
Okay.
So, because, it don't make no sense. If I try to do that, it's going to take forever. Like, trying to peel this off, yeah. So, and that's the thing with scrapbooks, too. It's supposed to be some imperfections in there. It's an original book. Yeah, it's an original handmade book. So, it's not going to be perfect.
Okay, ladies, and so I don't want this bear here. Hold on. I don't want this bear to lay flat on this paper. So I'm going to use this foam here, and I'm going to put that on the back of here to lift this bear up so it don't lay flat on this paper. You get Kaya something?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta tell me what you want.
Oh, you gotta know what I want. I got a Charlie horse. I gotta stand up.
Ooh, those are no joke.
Yes, and I have it in my foot, and I'm like trying to oh my gosh. Miss Nay, did you fix your mistake?
I'm still fixing it. Still fixing it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little better.
Well, I have to see.
So how many children do you have, Miss Wanda?
I have two sons.
How old are they?
The youngest just turned 18, and my oldest is 23.
Okay.
He will be 24 in December.
I have a 2-year-old. My son just turned 2.
Yeah, you still a new mom.
Yeah.
You enjoying
Toddler
it?
day. Oh yeah. I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were late bloomers, but we still enjoyed it.
You had your children at an older age, you saying?
Yeah, like all of our peers, their kids could babysit our kids. So our kids never had any of our peers' children to play with because we were so late.
How old were you? You don't mind me asking when you had your son? Yeah, your first son.
um, I was in my 30s, like 30. Let me see. Let me get a pencil. Let me add up. Let me subtract his age from this year, and then I could see how old I was. Because I forgot. I think I was 32 with one of them. They're six
Really?
and a half years apart.
Well, that's not too. My first pregnancy, I was 29. I was pregnant with twins, but they had premature labor, so they didn't make it. I was 29. That was my first pregnancy.
Mhm. Yeah. Because, our peers, they had them like 18, 19, 20, whereas, we were in our 30s.
How old
So,
was you, Rosie, when you had your first son?
Um, 22. I always said I wanted my kids have all my kids before I made it to 30 because I always looked at old age. I was like, I do not want to be old and having kids.
Right, right. I
mhm.
was
I
thinking
want
the
them
same
because I
thing.
know they're full of energy. And so I was like, I got to be able to keep up.
I was like, if I don't have kids by 25, I don't want kids. But then I hit 25 and I was like, dang, this seemed kind of young still.
No,
Mhm.
I don't think so.
Mhm.
I was living my life in St. Louis. I was living a great life. So I was like, yeah, we could wait that. I went to the Bahamas with my fiance, who's my husband now, but well, he's my boyfriend at the time, but we was living life. So I was like, yeah, let's wait on those kids for now. But all along I couldn't even conceive naturally for a while anyways because of all these illnesses. But I was like 29 was 25 was young. All
So
right,
maybe,
that's my book. That's it. So
okay.
I'm gonna change this picture, but this was the only picture I had right now of him that's printed out, and it's landscape
Mhm.
and it's blue, so like it matches right now. But I want to put a picture of him when he was a baby in the hospital here. But that's my front cover. It's all done.
Yes, nice, nice. Yeah, I just did the math. I was 31 and 36.
Yes, that's not bad. That should give some people hope that you can have some kids at an older age, an older age.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
No, exactly.
I like this age that I had. So, like I said, I got my first pregnancy was at 29. Then when I had my son that I have now, I was 30. I'll be 32 this year. I'm only 32, but I was able to do so much in my younger days. So Now it's like retirement for me. Sit back and be able to enjoy life with him and be a little comfortable. I'm not gonna say we fully comfortable, but I don't feel like I'm missing out on some stuff. Like, oh, I didn't get to travel because I did. I traveled and I lived in multiple states. I went to school and got my degrees, so I'm not like rushing to and stressing about going to school right now. I'm done. I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to school. So,
I hear you with that.
yeah, so it's okay to wait if you want to wait like into your 30s. Get school done and over with, get your clubbing and friends stuff done and over with, then go and have kids. But it is a time for some of us with our bodies. The body, the body doesn't wait on us. So now what I'm gonna do before we wrap it up is just put some of these postcards in here. Like I said, people wrote postcards to my son for his birthday, and so I'm just gonna put those in his scrapbook so he can have those memories of who was at his birthday party. I'm not doing any
Mm-hmm.
kind of design like Rosie has. Rosie's putting designs on her sheets. I'm just putting them in here like this. Just like that.
Burn up all my gas.
So Rosie has an 18-year-old too. Wanda, Rosie, you wasn't here. Wanda said she has an 18-year-old son. So I'm telling you have an 18-year-old son
Oh,
too.
she has a Cletus too. I call my son Cletus. He's about to get ready to leave me and go to Barcelona here soon. One day I was in my bed crying, and I was like, cause he always when I fall asleep he comes and he'll turn off my TV and turn off my lights and he'll like give me a kiss and I was like, man, I started crying. I like the last time he came in there and did, I was like, who's gonna tuck me in when he leaves?
Yeah, right, right.
Like
And
he
so,
always
is
tucks
she
me
going
in
to
when it's just
Barcelona
me and
for
him.
school?
Yeah, for basketball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kept telling my son, I was like, I'm gonna fail you so I could get an extra year with you.
Oh yeah, because you homeschool, right?
Yeah, I homeschool my own kids, but his senior year, like in Virginia, if when you homeschool your children, when they're in high school, you can allow them to take like two classes at their regular school. And what I like about it is they don't tell us what classes. We pick the classes. So I let them do, I would still teach the core and allow them to do like electives, since they really into sports and stuff, at the school. But but there was the only thing about it is because my son is a baller, he's a basketballer. And so the schools, they'll let you play ball in school, but they won't let you be on a team since you're not full time. And so one of the pastors from my church knew of a school where the coach was a homeschool person when he was in school, and he allowed homeschoolers to play for their school. So my son played basketball for them for years while he was homeschooling. But his senior year, I allowed him to go to the regular high school just for the basketball. I let him do his whole senior year there, which was a really good year for him, and he did well. We loved it, and oh, so yeah, so that's what I kept telling him. I'm gonna fail you because I want you to stay with me. Because with my first son, when he graduated, my husband cried and he cried. I didn't, but everybody kept telling me I was gonna cry with the youngest one, and I do be crying a lot. He's not even gone yet, but me just thinking gonna be an empty nester. So I'm going through it. I'm going through it. And that's what I be saying to him. Who's going to talk to me? Mhm.
So I gotta look out for that part, basically.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Cause that's my
And
norm right now. My norm is like always being with him, and it can be stressful sometimes. It get depressing and stuff. Like to be around a toddler all day. I love it, but at the same time, it's a lot. But then at
Mhm.
some point, I'm gonna not want him. I'm not gonna want him to leave.
Yeah. And like right now, he's still very young, so you still got what 16 more years, before he's
Hmm.
18, and whatever he decides he's going to do.
You still have time,
So,
Miss Nick. Still have time.
what advice do y'all give to somebody with a son, with the boys? Y'all both got boys.
Well, each kid
Well,
is different though, so you really can't, in my opinion, like each child is different.
Right, that's true. But you don't have any advice for a newer mother. Like you don't went through, you don't went through the early childhood stages, teenage years to adulthood now. You done
Well,
been a mother
my
before your
youngest is
mother.
so different from the oldest one and stuff. They're night and day. So it's just like, no, that's why I like each kid's different. My oldest one, look, mm, mm, he didn't bother me. He wasn't needy. This kid here, he's clingy, very clingy. My oldest one, he was very independent. Same thing, my daughter, very independent. But this one here, whew, Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
well, one of the things that I was told, Nas, like when they was younger, I was told that boys would stick by their moms. Like say if you have a boy and a girl, they'll say like the girls may leave home and the boys may leave home, but they say the boys gonna be the one. If any come back, they say it's gonna be the boys. But what I do know, my boys are very protective of me. Both of them are.
Yes,
They're very protective.
yes.
Mhm. And they
Yeah,
get
and my
upset if
son
they
is
see
very
a man.
affectionate.
Yeah, and they get upset if they see a man checking me out. And I don't even be knowing it because I'm oblivious to it, but they bring it to my attention and they get mad. I'm like, well, you can like the fact that guys trying to holler at your mom. But it's like, but they can't see that ring on your finger that you married. I was like, yo.
Your mama still got it.
That's what
Yeah.
they don't want you to still have it.
Oh, that's good though. That's good. Yeah, my son is real affectionate. Like sometimes we could just watch a show and out of nowhere he give me
Yeah.
a hug and a kiss. And it's like, oh,
Yes.
I love it. And then like I said, there's them
Yes.
days though when I'm like, I just got out the shower, don't touch me. But I love it. I love it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it's funny you said it because my son, he just when he came in my room last night, he had said to me, he said, Mommy, do you remember when I said just keep saying every day, just over and over, tell you how much I love you? And I was like, oh yeah, I do remember that, because I had forgot about that, but he used to kill us with it. He was overkill, but I never knocked it because that was his way of expressing. I never wanted to turn him off from expressing, his love. But yeah.
Right, right.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Yep. Love on me. Love on me. I asked for you
Hmm.
to be here. I prayed for my child to be here. So I'm like, give me all the love.
And like with the oldest one, when he was going to the high school part time, so when I would drop him off, I would always say, "Okay, give me a kiss before you leave." But when he got a certain age, he used to be acting like he was embarrassed. And like me, I just don't have no shame. I'm just one of those. I used to tell him, I say, "Look, don't make me get out this car." I said, "Cause I'll chase you in the building, you know." And he would just laugh, and I said, "Okay, try me." And he really didn't think I was going to, which he should know better, cause I'm like that. So he got the car, and I went to chase him in that building. When I tell you, he turned around because he didn't want to be embarrassed, like the kids seeing him and stuff and teasing him. So he knew
Hmm.
before he got the car. Show me my love.
Oh, mine will do the same thing. He'll look around and like see if somebody's looking and stuff. Cause I would always give him a kiss when I would drop him off at school, and then he'll be looking around like seeing if somebody looking. Then he like hurry up and give me the kiss. Then he get out the car.
Uh-huh. Or like
And
if
then
he and I was if he and I was at the mall together, and if I tried to hold his hand, he didn't want me to hold his hand. And I said, why? I said, what? Well, you think I'm gonna mess up your rap if you see a chick you with? You know, she gonna think I'm your woman, I'm your girl, and you ain't gonna get that rap.
Yeah,
So
these
I
kids.
think I finished that part.
Let me
So
see, Miss.
I'm gonna reorganize the binder, but I put in the postcards that I had created. I created these postcards for my son's second birthday. Everybody filled them out and left some wise words of wisdom for him. And so I just put them in the binder like this. So this is how they came out. I
Hold
don't
it up
want to show
closer.
anybody the address. So some of them got addresses on them, so I don't want to hold them up too close. But
Mm,
that one though.
yeah, that's nice though. That's nice. I like it.
So that's the beginning. That's the front. Like I said, I'll probably change that picture to a picture of him in the hospital. But that's Life with Logic's new scrapbook. And I will be putting in all these other things like his name tag on his crib when he was in the hospital, just like my mother had did for me. So I'm gonna replicate the book. That's my book. And I'm gonna replicate the pages. I'm gonna put this in there with my ultrasounds too on another day. On another day. But this was good to hold me accountable to get it started.
Exactly. And for those of you
Hmm.
ladies that's watching and you didn't come on tonight, well, we have another one. Is anybody still on there?
Yeah, people watching.
So look, type in the chat if you plan on hopping on again. Look, so we'll know if we should have host another one sooner than later.
Yeah, we will be. We will be. We gotta hold ourselves accountable. We gonna do it.
Hmm.
Kenyatta, you gonna be on the next one?
I like how you be talking back like they gonna comment right back. They gonna respond right back.
Right. I know. I mean, look, I'm like, okay, look.
No,
I'm
like I
local.
talk back too. I talk back. I talk to them too. But yours just seems so direct. Like she's gonna say something right back. It sounded so direct. I'll be waiting for Kenyatta to respond, and then I remember you talking to her through a comment.
Look,
Okay,
I
I
just
just went ahead
come
and put it
on,
in
come
there.
on, hop on.
Yeah, the next one. So look out for the next one, cause we gonna wrap it up. We've been on here for a while. We was backstage for about a hour. Now it's going on. It's going on an hour and a half. We've been on here, so we had us a good ladies' night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Look, I told my supervisor, he's like, well, so what are you doing for this long weekend? I said, well, I'm about to go home and scrapbook. And then he told me there's a million things that I could think about doing, and scrapbooking is not one.
Hey,
And then because he's about to go out fishing on a fishing boat this weekend because he does that on the side.
oh, that sounds good.
Deep sea fishing.
My husband will love that.
They have lots of tours here in California. You go down to San Diego, and well, that's where you take the boat out of, and they also do it in oh gosh, like Huntington and all of those other little places.
So I did add, I just went ahead and added his into a sheet so I won't lose it. Now I just have to add the ultrasounds, but I gotta go through the ultrasounds and make sure I put them in the right order and stuff. So that's gonna have to definitely be another day. I am done for now.
Yes, look, you inspired me. I was like, look, if I don't end up doing that vinyl, I'll find something to do with this with the
The
front of
front
this book.
cover. It wasn't
I
bad. Like I said, I just think make sure you use something to protect it. I burnt my blind a little bit. But the red, I mean, y'all can't see the red probably, but it's like a little red burn that wasn't there before. But it kind of still matches with the binder. It's just showing some light on the NICU part. But
no, if you wouldn't have pointed that out, then I would have never seen it because
that's my
don't
book.
look at stuff like that. That's a
Life with Logic established August 11, 2020. That's the day he was born. And he spent 43 days in the NICU. So I will be putting a picture of him when he was in the NICU here. But I'm using this picture just for now. That's when he was 5 months. I made that onesie that he's wearing. I made a onesie for every month up until 12 months for him. And then I
That's
still make
sweet.
onesies now. If you see him now, you guys will see he wears a shirt that say Logic all the time. I made those too. And I have some cards from his first and second birthday. I'm going to put those in there too. And again, it's not something that you do all at once. Like this stuff takes time. So you just keep
Yes,
going back and keep building it, keep creating it, keep putting stuff into it.
I agree. I agree.
Right.
And so I'm just kind of like, and this is why I said I would not do this for I would not do this for like a career. No. Mm-mm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I gotta hold it this way. How do I hold this?
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. So like that, and then I'm somehow I'm gonna incorporate this paper in there. I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure it out. But this is
Yeah,
kind
see,
of what
that's
I know.
time consuming. Yeah, see, that's a lot for me. Oh, that right there is fine. With even without that other paper, like why are you gonna put the other paper there?
I may not put it right here. I may
Yeah,
end up
man,
so if
leave that.
I may not
That's
even put this paper here. What I may end up doing is putting some wording right here instead.
yeah, just leave it like
So
because they can't put two pictures on it. They can't put a picture on the pink side and then a picture on the stripe side.
yeah, but I'm extra.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. We all got a little extra on us. Gotta be extraordinary, not ordinary.
And so
Yes.
this book here, I don't know. Well, those basic pages that I showed you all, those basic pages gonna be in there because it's like this 20 pages up in here. How many do you, and you have way more than 20 pages.
Yeah, I think mine came with 100 slips.
Oh dear Lord,
Oh,
no.
50 at least, something like that.
Mm-mm.
It's a good amount in here. So see.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just going with the flow, like how my mother did it, just putting them in there. Like I ain't got time to be decorating right now, but yeah. So it's just in there. It's just in there. But that's my book. That's my book. That's my scrapbook. So I started it for now. And Rosie has started her pages. And we will continue to do this. This is something that we will pop back in and do it again. So definitely look out for it. Go to our website at www.zoommoms.com so you guys can see about our events. Go to the events tab. You can go to the events tab if you are in our public Facebook page, private Facebook page, and look at the events on there as well. But we are a nonprofit social support club, and we are helping women come out of these comfort zones and to enhance their social life. So if you are interested in joining our membership, again, go to the website www.zoommoms.com and you can find some more information there. We have open enrollment coming up soon at the end of September, and you can also email us at info@zoommoms.com if you are interested in joining our momship membership. I have Rosie Bass, who is my first mama maid. She's a founding member of our nonprofit. She is one of the first members to join in and help me develop this global social support club, which is the first and only global mother sisterhood around that focuses on motherhood, mompreneurship, and mental health. Something unique, it's something different. I'm Nay, the CEO, the Captain and Chief Executive Officer of Zoom Moms Incorporated, as well as the founder and hostess of Zoom Moms Incorporated. And I thank you all for joining us tonight. This was Scrapbooking with Nay and Rosie. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.